Okay.
All right. So we were just talking about, do we know people that are deaf? And you were just telling me about two different people. Here is our article again. I will read it and then we'll discuss even further. Young girl can hear, level 1. A girl is born without a part of her ear. It makes her partially deaf. Now she is 5 years old. She gets an implant for her ear. She is the youngest person to get this. Her doctor talks about the implant. It is small. It is behind the ear. It is under the skin. It vibrates the inside of the ear. It helps the ear to take in sound. Then the girl can hear. If you cannot hear, you cannot learn language. You also cannot hear yourself. With the implant, the girl can speak much better. People understand her now. The girl says that she can hear so many new things now. She cannot even say how many things. There are so many. Difficult words, deaf when you cannot hear, implant, a thing that people put into the body, vibrate, move back and forth quickly. All right, could you read the same for me,
Oh,
starting with the
yes.
title?
Yes. Perfect. And I hear you perfectly now. The
Great,
sound is good. It wasn't
great.
good.
Okay,
A young girl can hear. A girl is born without a part of her ear. It makes her partially deaf. Now, she's 5 years old. She gets an implant for her ear. She's the youngest person to get this. Her doctor talks about the implant. It's small. It's behind the ear. It's under the skin. It vibrates the inside of the ear. It helps the ear to take in sound. Then the girl can hear. If you cannot hear, you cannot learn language. You also cannot hear yourself. With the implant, the girl can speak much better. People understand her now. The girl says that she can hear so many things now. She cannot even say how many things. There are so many. Difficult words, deaf, when you cannot hear, implant, a thing that people put in the body, vibrate, move back and forth quickly.
okay, very good. Now, I was letting you know that as we go, as we grow older, our ability to hear is not as good. And very often, with age, we lose our ability to hear. The good thing about being older and having the ability to listen and hear people when we were younger, we have a greater chance of reading people's lips to better understand what it is that they want us to know. I've never had an implant. My mother has used it wasn't an implant, but it was just something that she can hook around her ear so she could hear better, but she's lost that. She hasn't gone deaf completely in both ears, but in her right ear, she's not able to hear as much.
Okay.
So I'd like for you to talk, maybe try to talk for about 1 minute and use the vocabulary words deaf, implant, and vibrate. You can
Okay.
talk about people that you know or talk about this article. Just
Okay.
try to talk for 1 minute.
Okay. The technology has improved its level perfectly well now. In the past, my old aunt, my brother-in-law use devices like your mother, a small device around the ear
Mm-hmm.
that you can see if you are behind the person. But no, if I see the new device of my nephew, it's not an implant, but it's nearly an implant.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you add inside the ear that you can see only if you are very careful to see the person. But normally you can see nothing. And this kind of implants can vibrate and translate the sound around you
Okay. Very
uh,
good.
to your brain.
Okay.
And I suppose that in the past, then in the future, most of the people would have implants instead of device.
Mm-hmm.
But the difficulty today is this kind of object is very, very expensive.
Yes, it is very expensive. And very good job. You talked for well over 1 minute without any unnecessary sounds such as ahs and ums. So that's very good. You successfully use the words deaf, implant, and vibrate. So when we talk about helping a person to have an ability to hear better, it is the vibration within the ear that activates something, and this activation allows a deaf person to hear. When I hear the word implant, I think of something being permanently inside of the body. You don't remove it, similar to the device my mother used. She can take it out at night. Well, when she did use it, she was able to take it out at night. All right, I'm going to stop the recording now.
Oh, perfect. You have recorded